Well, ANC Secretary-General Magashule is due back in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court on charges of corruption and fraud. He's charged alongside 7 others in relation to the Free State asbestos project. eNCA's Thulasizwe Simelane is on the ground outside of the Bloemfontein High Court. Of course, we are also joined by Magashule, who's our senior reporter, also monitoring proceedings just outside court. Colleagues, good to have you and good morning to you. I mean, Thulasizwe, we've been here before. When Ace Magashule had first appeared in court, the supporters were there. There was a statement saying they should not be there. Obviously, they came out in their numbers supporting their leader. But today, how's it looking from where you are standing?
Well, that's precisely why you are seeing the barbed wire that you're seeing behind me, Tumelo, and the police infrastructure that is set up and sprawled out in many parts of Bloemfontein. Let me just take a step back and just show you. This is on the bridge. There's a bridge here on this road where we are standing between where the stage will be set up, where the crowds will be gathered, and the actual court. So these vehicles you are seeing are actually stationed on a bridge just in front of the court precinct, where the Free State Division of the High Court here in Bloemfontein is situated. And basically it's to separate activities in the court building, which is to the distant background behind me, and what will be happening where we are standing. This is where the stage will be set. This is where it was set previously for those political speeches, because this turns out to be a legal drama, but also at the same time much political intrigue. The factions of the ANC are more than likely to be on full display throughout the proceedings here. There was mobilization from yesterday for branch members and supporters to start coming out, and basically they were to be transported from various parts of the country to come for a night vigil. When we left it last night, it wasn't looking so good in terms of turnout, because some of the people were perhaps still making their way. Let's see how it's turning out this morning as we build up with some 4 hours to go before court proceedings get underway. Let's check in with Magashule and see what is happening on his side at the Rose Garden, where the night vigil was supposed to be taking place.
Well, it's a totally different scene, Thulasizwe Simelane, compared to what you witnessed last night, where very few people were here. But I can tell you that Ace Magashule's supporters, they are trickling in at the Rose Gardens. My colleague Joe Komane will show you what is happening in the background. You should be seeing some buses there. They have been arriving from various parts of South Africa, including Gauteng, the Northwest, Free State, of course, KwaZulu-Natal, Limpopo. Those are some of the provinces that are here. There is also some people from Mpumalanga as well. We have seen them, we have spoken to some of them. I can tell you that most of them are not keen on speaking to us on camera, but very few of them have agreed to speak to us. This is where they gather before they make their way to where you are, Thulasizwe Simelane. It was the same situation last time when we were here. They started building up. By the time the court proceedings were meant to start, you had thousands of people who had gathered here. Will that be the case today? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But let's speak to some of Ace Magashule's supporters who are here. Baba, thank you very much for your time. Which province are you from and why are you here?
I'm from the Free State. The reason we are here is to defend our SG, because he was elected by us, members of the ANC who are in good standing, you see. So the reason we came here is because of the propaganda that we see that is happening in the country currently, because it looks like they are targeting the SG, because if you see they are focusing on the 200 million that they claim that it has been stolen of the asbestos and stuff, you see, but they are failing to focus on the 500 billion that has recently been stolen, you see.
If your SG is innocent, a competent court of law will clear him.
Yes, we are confident in our laws. We are also confident that the SG will come out of this court innocent, because we know that we are supporters of him, you see.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. My brother, if I can please speak to you, if you can maintain your social distancing there. There are calls that Secretary-General AC Magashule must step aside now that he's been charged with fraud and corruption. Which province are you from and why are you here to support him? But what is your view on the step aside proposal?
Thank you, Baba. On Ikamalam Gomosa, Bagamsemang, Gibuya Gauteng in the western region. Due to the thing, we are fully supporting the Secretary-General, and we are saying, those who are saying the Secretary-General must step aside. Let us convene the NGC, because Secretary-General was been elected by the branches. So if we want him to step aside, let us convene the NGCs. And what happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Yes, he is innocent until proven otherwise, but the charges that he's facing are serious. What do you make of that?
You know, if I may put it in this way, in South Africa we are governed by a constitution, and then we need the court of law to give us a proof that it is guilty of whatever that they are saying he has done. So we are still maintaining the fact that our leader and our member is not guilty of the cases that have been laid upon him.
Okay, Baba, thank you very much for time. Well, Thulasizwe Smelane, I'm not sure whether we still have enough time. I see one gentleman here. I think he's from Limpopo. Baba, yes, why are you here? Very briefly. If I can ask you to put up your mask, please, if you can cover your nose.
Thank you.
If we can cover the nose, yes. Why are you supporting AC Magashule?
Actually, our leadership is the one who put them there to represent us. So, yeah. And other thing is like this. We are going to support him until proven guilty. It's not guilty for now. It's not. Until it's proven guilty. There are many people who are still here. Many billions. I'm talking about billions of rands. Now, we are going to stay until this man is proven guilty. We are not sure about these things. It's a propaganda. Really. They want to put him down. There's something there. Something is there. Really, there's something there. People must go to prison. If he's going down, someone must go down also.
Who must go down also?
I can count. The list is endless.
No, very briefly.
Zuma never go to prison. Even is touching. Zuma is touching. No one is chasing out. No one is following him. You understand? Right. I'm talking about the powerful man.
Okay.
Right. This man is not, he have not done that. Okay, let them give us a proof. Okay. Then we're going to say yes, but for now, we're going to stand.
Okay, well, thank you very much for time. Well, those are some of the supporters of AC Magashule here saying basically they need proof of what he's been accused of. Thulasizwe Smelane, that's the kind of sentiment you will be getting throughout the day, because I can tell you that this is more of a political show. AC Magashule's supporters will be out in full force defending him. They are saying, well, according to them, he's not guilty of anything. But let me tell you that now this is politics at play here.
Yeah, without a doubt, Sipamandla, politics will be on full display. And if, you know, it has been a matter of cracks within the ANC, it's slowly becoming a gulf. It's moving from just mere small cracks that are showing to actually a gulf between two distinct factions that are shaping up inside the ANC. What I think that's underscored by the hashtag for the digital poster that was circulated for last night's rally and night vigil, which had two hashtags.
Yeah.
The one hashtag was hashtag Magashule for president, and the other was hashtag Ace is us. Ace is us was the second hashtag. So to me, that's how it's looking this side in Bloemfontein as we start the build-up. Inside court, there'll be even more number of suspects that have been added, because the Hawks arrested 3 more people yesterday. Let me take you to eNCA's Pule Lichwiti Jones, who is outside the court building. Pule, the last time we were here, there was much activity around the court precinct, including incidences where some of the leadership of the so-called RET forces had sort of a difficulty getting inside there. There was a bit of commotion. Is there any sense of the build-up at this particular point at this hour?
Well, a very good morning, Tulas, and you'd remember as well that, like you've just mentioned, that there were the likes of, MKMVA leaders, Carl Nihau, and of course, leadership of Northwest, the likes of Supra Mahimapelo, were actually, thrown out by some of the officials who were there, security officials who were just outside. And where we're standing right now, we're just about 2 minutes away from the court, Tulas, and like you've just mentioned, we are expecting about 3 more officials who were arrested yesterday by the Hawks in relation to this asbestos multi-million rand contract. Now, we know that the likes of, the Free State ANC members like Mkholisi Tikwana, former allies of Free State former Premier Magashule, saying that, they are in solidarity with some of the victims actually who were affected by this corruption and fraud. And they believe that, the judiciary system shouldn't be, interjected or rather affected and interfered with. They want the law to actually take its course. And we know that these 3 senior government officials were arrested by the Hawks. It'll be interesting to see how, everything unfolds in court today, as Magashule was out on bail previously, and that he's also made it clear that, only the branches can recall him, the same branches that put him up as a leader.
All right, Pule, we'll check in with you a bit later on. That number of 3 other officials, to me, that have now been added, that are likely to be added to the indictment today, takes up the number of natural persons who are accused in this particular matter to 11. Of course, you'll remember that there are a number of companies who are also listed as accused persons who will be part of the indictment. So let's see how it all pans out. It's likely to be a very short appearance when it does start here at the High Court in Bloemfontein.
All right, Smelani, Pamantla Koke and Puleli Shwiti, thank you for that update. We'll be sure to catch up with you as well to see how that build-up to the court appearance is going, as we know that Magashule will be appearing in court today.